fucks I gave, I ate the pussy like a sandwich. Like a sandwich. Like a sandwich. All the fucks I gave, I ate the pussy like a sandwich. I flew that bitch out in the air, I'm called that Gulfstream Magic. I gave her that good dick, mile high clubs like a savage. After the rich sex, I'ma go and smoke the Mavericks. After I'm done with the pussy, you can fucking have it. Body dripping, big pimpin', call that Gulfstream Magic. Twerking on me like it's Nicki overpassing savage. I'm living lavish, fucking on your bitch, don't panic. A big pimpin', all these bitches on that one-way traffic. I always feel like somebody's watching me, and you can fuck with me. I always feel like somebody's watching me, no integrity. I always feel like somebody's watching me, and you can fuck with me. I always feel like somebody's watching me, no integrity.
Derek.
Bitches pop your pussy for a real bitch. I step in the club and all you hoes got to feel it. I'm a savage bitch and a established bitch, and you hoes feel it. Kick my real shit like a real bitch, feel it. This ain't Kansas hoe, but I'm a fantasy. Pussy on Halloween, niggas trick or treat, and he love to eat. Dig me real deep, swallow feet, that's why he love me. Throw real deep, that's why he plays someone above. Always been a bad bitch, self-made, not average. Fat ass, thick thighs, none of you hoes can tell me shit. All you hoes gather round, Miss Claus has hit the town. Hit the town, Miss Claus has hit the town. Y'all pussy assholes. Got so much to motherfucking say out your mouths about what a bitch do and how a bitch do it. Y'all hoes wanna sit back and take
I
notes.
always feel like somebody's watching me, and you can fuck with me. I always feel like somebody's watching me, no integrity. I always feel like somebody's watching me, and you can fuck with me. I always feel like somebody's watching me, no integrity. Yeah. Your girl loves it when I give her dick. She wanna kiss up on the list. That's my semen trick. I let it goggle, nigga. She like it white bars. Then I toss some dick like it's Tommy, bro. Big nigga cause problems. Got a bad man, no robbing. When I'm in the A or I'm in the B, how my niggas scared gon' rob him. My name's guy, but don't test me. One phone call, you get weppy. I'ma let her blow my trumpet like I'm dizzy. Yeah, let's be Tell these niggas and they can keep trying to push me, nigga. One thing I love is the pussy, not these pussy niggas. All these bitches in the game trying to blow the king. I tell her to get up on her knees like she praying, nigga. I share blood for my team like these bitches, nigga. That's how we do it over here. It's for the team, nigga. I got the blood, baby. Bring that ass here. We play choo-choo with my niggas here. I always feel like somebody's watching me, and you can fuck with me. I always feel like somebody's watching me, no integrity. I always feel like somebody's watching me, and you can fuck with me.
Yo, big shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com. Home to the unsigned artists. Finally, I got Regina Hicks is in the building. We got Genuene in the building. We got Smokey Jamez in the building, also known as SRG. Let's get serious. But before we put him on camera, because this is so fucking exclusive, people. Let me tell you, this is so exclusive. Me and Regina Hicks.
What's up, everybody?
Listen, Regina, don't even talk yet. I'm gonna mute your mic because we gotta talk about how long we've been rocking out with each other. The situation. We're gonna talk to them about how they got together, and we're gonna talk about this new album, Love Letters. Listen, that was right there. That was watching me right there. I don't know if you saw that or heard that before. Regina Hicks with the bars. Uh-oh, let me find out. Okay. I said it before. But anyways, shout out to SRG. SRG, welcome to the show.
What's up, everybody? Thank you
What's
so
up,
much
y'all?
for having us.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we got all three of them all over the place. I'm gonna start this question right now. What is SRG? Regina, if you could answer that for me.
Okay, so SRG stands for Smokey James, Regina Hicks, and Genuine. And it was really supposed to just be like a one-off thing. Like we were just only coming together to do one song, and that song was Deja Vu. But
Hmm.
because Deja Vu was so hot and how it came together, everybody was like, let's just do a one-off, a project, and let's see, if we can do something and, spark something and go from there. So, yeah, that was basically it.
So one time, I know about Smokey James and Genuine on an individual thing, but what happened? What brought y'all together, Smokey James? From your perspective, how did this come together for you?
Well, this came together in a positive light for sure, but like it first came out when Regina and I decided to do Beautiful People, and actually we met each other on your show,
Oh,
and I was like, "Hey, do you want to collaborate?" And she was like, "Sure." And so yeah, we just texted and stuff like that. I heard her voice, and I was just amazed by it. So I was just like, "Yeah, we should definitely work on something." So that's what ended up really happening.
and
And
then
then SRG just kind of formed a. It was kind of like a family thing, really. Like Regina and I and Lamar, we just started to get on a group chat one day, and I didn't know that they knew each other, but then yeah, no, and then we decided to all do a song together, and it just kind of just worked out like that.
So
Yeah.
last one, on how this all came together. The big homie Genuine, what's up, baby? And
What's up?
how did this come about for you? Like that you guys like, you know what? Let's create a group. Who came up with the concept and went with it?
I mean, um, I've known, Regina for so long now. I've always wanted to work with her, but due to some business circumstances on both ends, we didn't get a chance to get that done or whatever. I've known Tristan for 6 years now, going on 7. And just to know that I had two of my favorite people that we all kind of came together, and when we did Deja Vu, it came together so quick, like within hours.
Mm.
Like, you know, so I'm like, okay. So me and Tristan was talking after Regina hung up the phone, and it was like, the group, that's what they got the group. And I figured that'd be great though for spanning all different, levels and everything together and talents together. And all three of us are talented people. So I think, I think we all mutually came together and rocked it out though and it came together so beautiful.
So
So
now this question is because to Regina, because Regina is hard headed. Okay, let's get serious. All right. So Regina, with everybody that is, they're not around you. You in ATL, somebody's in Canada, and somebody's in Baltimore. How did you put your head together to be? Because I know that you are kind of like you one of those people that like shit done in a specific way. So how how did you come to have patience?
Um, well, I think it's about being professional. That everyone is professional. Um, we each have the equipment to do the work, and because we saw the potential in what we could do as a group together, um, like G said, it just kind of came together. Like it was Tristan would record something, he'd send it to me, I'd record what I'm recording, and then we send it over to Genuine, and then Genuine would record his thing, and then Tristan would sit there and mix and master it. It wasn't easy, because of the distance, it hasn't been easy, and sometimes there has been miscommunication. and having to set our egos aside because we are solo artists and accomplished in our own right. Egos get in the way a little bit, but we saw the bigger picture. Like when you listen
Nice.
to the album, you hear the bigger picture, you know, and that was what was more important.
Hey, I gotta commend y'all on that, because a lot of people don't get that part. You know what I'm saying? This is a long distance relationship, people. You guys are just tuning in. We talking to SRZ right here. Regina Hicks. We got Genuine, and we got Smokey Jamez in here. They collaborated in the track, and they came out and realized the bigger picture, and it's all good, because let me tell you, some of these heads right here, it's hard for me to figure this shit out, but they are making hits. They are making songs. What's crazy for me is, yes, Deja Vu came out. I think we were one of the first people to play it.
Yes.
And what was that intentional? Not to be like on some cocky shit, but I think that it was better to be in a safe place first. I don't know if that's how y'all felt.
Well, I got mad love for you. You know what I'm saying? Mad hashtag mad love.
Mad love.
So when
In
it
the
came
chat,
time,
in the chat.
when it came time to decide like who is going to play this song first, it was like it's got to be Dave. We have to send it to QSJ. He has to get the exclusive before anybody else does. Because
And
you have always shown a type of love towards not just myself, but to Smokey, to Genuine. You've always supported us. You've always encouraged us. We listen when you're dropping those gems of knowledge, about the metadata and making sure that the paperwork is right. We be listening. So it just seemed like it was the best fit,
yeah,
simply
absolutely.
so.
And on top of that, just you're just a real genuine type of dude anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like you really believe in the artist, and there's so many independent artists out there who don't get the shine, don't have a platform to put it out there. So when it comes down to a brother like you, we salute you.
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm gonna say it right here, because I did not understand what was being said when they said, I got a new group, check them out. It's a collaboration of a whole bunch of people. We all know each other. These voices, things like that. All that was not said, but I kind of figured it was like, this is a context. And I was like, okay, let me see what's up. I heard this Deja Vu, and I'm trying to figure this shit out right here. How did y'all end up putting it together? Because yeah, we know the technology is something, but we're talking about like staying within topic, knowing exactly what ad libs or whatever to put in, and who was mixing mastering. I don't know how this goes down in SRG situation.
Well, can I answer that one? You guys mind if I answer that one?
Yeah.
So okay, so um basically Facebook Messenger, all three of us, we created a Facebook Messenger chat group. And so like when we're recording, like we would sit in, on mute of course, but like if I'm here in Atlanta and I'm recording in the studio, Tristan and Genuine would be on the call with me. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
And so they're directing me, sing it this way, sing it that way, put an ad lib here. And I have to really give a lot of credit, because I call Smokey, he's a bad man because he's so uber talented in his mixing and mastering and making your vocals sound lush and full and what they need to. I just off like he said, we worked on Beautiful People, and I was so impressed by Mirror of All when you played it. I hit him up like I want to work with you. I want that sound for my next album, and which he's executive producing Her Story, which is my new album coming out soon. But he is just super, super talented. He makes the beats. We all collaborated as far as like writing and input on the records and how we felt. And yeah, I mean, it just came together like that. And Tristan, like I said, he's so, I can't stress it enough. It's like this man should be paid and a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming because he's got it. He just put everything together, and what you hear, the sound sonically. It's all him. Like,
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Damn, man, somebody's working harder. You know what's crazy is like what's really cool is that you're not treating this like it's an individual project, right? Because if you were, then it's like I got this song, I got this beat, send me the vocals later, and things like that. And I know sometimes it probably does have to be like that, but to hear that you're in the background and you're like, yo, like do it over or something like
right.
that or blah blah. Like you are in the studio before, instead of like, yo, you got 3 days to drop me a 16. Like it's so crazy because so
Right.
There were a lot of, we were up a lot of late nights. I mean,
A lot.
some nights we didn't even sleep. I mean, we were up, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock in the morning, recording and then still talking about what we want the album to say to people and, what we're trying to convey. I mean, like it was a labor of love. It really was for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've had moments where like we just sat there on the phone and just had, like tears over this album because yeah, it was just such an amazing experience, honestly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, dealing with two people who, really want to bring out the best or whatever. There's been
Mm.
times when I had to go back and re-record a verse or re-record some vocals or whatever. But at the end of the day, you got to realize when you're dealing with people who want the best for you,
Mm.
then yeah, that's what's going to come out. And to see how Tristan does all his stuff and how he thinks inside of his head though, it really and actually what happened was we were able to craft the best out of each other
mm,
just being there. We didn't have to be in the same building together at all. And actually, um, if you listen to sonically, like the sound of the album, it made me want to go and produce. You know what I'm saying?
wow.
It made me want to go and bring my A game to my stuff as well. So when you hear this really was a labor of love for all three of
Yeah.
us together. Because I cry every time I listen to this album because I know the blood, sweat, and the tears that went to bringing this piece of work
And
together.
the drama and the laughter and the
Yeah.
and the anger and the tears
Yo,
and everything,
I love
it
it
just
right now.
all went into this album. It really did. And when you
Yeah,
listen to it, you can hear it.
yeah, you
I'm
can. So
Yo,
yeah,
big shout out to everybody
Nice.
listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com, home to the unsigned artists. Special guest in here, SRG. We're talking to them about how they getting their stuff together, being far apart. But actually, I don't even feel like they feel far apart. It's just maybe a time difference here and there, which is really, really
yeah,
cool and really heartwarming because man, let me tell you, this is a conversation I really needed to hear this week about, people going through shit and getting it together because the bigger picture is believing in each other. And shout
right.
out to whoever's dog that is, because I thought it was mine real quick. But
Oh, it's my dog. It's
so
mine.
no, it's all good. It's all good. We're gonna take a break real quick. This is a song called "I Know." Is does anybody want to tell me what was the process? And what was the thing about
Oh
the
Okay, so
song? I Know.
so wait a minute. Smokey has to answer this one.
Okay.
yeah, because
Yeah, he
yeah,
has, because this one for me, I felt like for him was very personal and close to his
Mm.
heart
Mm.
because
yeah.
Mm.
he had finished it and then sent it to us. So I think he should answer this one.
Go ahead.
I don't want to say anything bad because at the moment I was feeling like I was feeling like hurt by a relationship and stuff like that, and it was just big misunderstanding. But anyways, I felt like really hurt, so I decided to put all my feelings into the song.
Yeah.
And so pretty much I wrote pretty much everybody's verses except for Lamar's. Lamar wrote his own verse.
Yeah.
But I don't know, the song really just explains itself. I just really felt it and I just did it. So
Yeah, and my verse was actually about my last relationship I was in, and how everything that I said in my verse was very personal, very direct, because I knew for a fact that I knew what them two was talking about, but I told them, and yes, we had fights over this too, but I told them, I said I needed to put this out there in my verse because I was hurt, and I felt like because of the color of my skin, this is why we broke up, because of her people and how they would never accept me being a black man at all. So when you hear my verse alone, I just laid it out, and hey, it is what it is. But yeah, it's a lot of truth into this song. So.
Here it is right now, off of the Love Letters album SRG with I Know on QSJRadio.com.
It's emotional, it's unbearable. I cannot get to where I need to go. It's like it's so incredible, but then it's dreadful. Switch up on the roads, and then you wanna go. And it goes on and on and on. Something that I cannot feel, but yet goes on and on and on and on. Something that I cannot feel. I know that I gotta go. I know. Never trust a fucking hoe.
It's all come and go. It's irrational. You always tell me that I gotta go. It's like it's so damn difficult. I'm emotional, but then you really tell me how to feel. And it goes on and on and on. Something that I cannot feel, but yet goes on and on and on and on. Something that I cannot feel. I know that I gotta go. I know. Never trust a fucking hoe.
I know that I gotta go. I know. Never trust a fucking hoe.
I had to face the facts, they were all racist. Sister's a liar, she just don't like the black. That was straight facts. Your mama's trying to break us up. Now you looking dumb as fuck, believing all that bullshit and the lies they feed and the jealousy. I guess that's why I had to set you free.
SRG, I Know. QSJRadio.com. Home of the Unsigned Artist. Man. Whew. I tell you, that's that. You guys are going through it. Anyway, you going through it. You know what's crazy is I know we talked there earlier about how Regina's verse was was given, and obviously she's a singer, so it comes with the territory. But for Regina to where did that come from for you? Because one of the biggest things for musicians is to especially if you're using your vocals, is to make people feel the feelings you were having.
Yeah.
Where did that come from after getting that verse?
I tapped in when I sing. I tap into personal things that I'm going through. Past relationships, or if I'm in love, or whatever in the moment. So I pour that into my vocals. So when he sent me this song, and I heard Smokey's verse, and it was just like, okay, well, I've been through that too. So I just, when he sent me the lyrics, I just poured into it how I felt. And so sometimes when I'm singing, I close my eyes and I look at, I see certain people, and I'm singing to them. So it's like, if I couldn't say something to somebody, I would sing it, and it better expresses how I feel or where it's coming from. Because I feel like as a singer, we pour so much of our emotions into what we sing, and that's what makes it so real. So that's how I approached it. Anything that I sing, I can't sing it if I don't feel it.
For real. Okay. Big shout out to everybody listening. Regina Hicks is in the building with the teammates in the bed. Smokey, James, Genuene is in there. So you guys know each other now for a long time. You got this love letters thing. You're putting each and every one of your own experiences in this. And then we talked about it earlier, how the time differences, the struggles here, there, blah blah. There's actually other struggles in keeping a group together. One is knowing how serious someone is, right? Like, when was it that finally you understood, well, that's how they are? Because I can only imagine Regina being in the ATL back and forth a lot, and she's expecting so much, and Genuene and Smokey James, everybody got their own positions. But, keeping, because at the end of the day, this is a brand, even though it might, this is a group effort. It's a brand. It's SRG. Shout out to SRG. Right. To know and get used to each other, because that's the part where it's like, because I can only imagine Regina yelling at everybody.
Oh my God.
I don't even. Regina.
Wow.
Okay.
Don't get me crazy. Go ahead.
Can I answer that one?
Anybody.
I got this one. Hold on. So, okay. I think what it was for me, if I attach my name to something, which this is my first time really going out and singing. Dave should know. I've only sent him rap music.
Yep.
I've never sent him anything with me singing or anything. So when he hears me singing, he's like, "What? Genuene sing? What is that?" So my thing was, when we did have our bumps and bruises or whatever, how I looked at it, and Regina will tell you, I am the type of person where I have to think optimistic on literally everything. So I was just like, you know what? I think that we should go ahead and finish this album, because I know it's going to be dope. And my thing is, and the other reason why too is, this is my brother right here. You know what I'm saying? That's my sister right there. Okay. It's family over everything.
Right.
So if he's going through something or she going through something, literally fuck music. what's going on. Let's get that handled.
Yeah.
So that way we can get back to what we need to do. Because
And
guess
even
what?
and even taking, not to interrupt you, but just taking it one step further, taking that and putting it into the music and making it real and substantive and genuine. Because yeah, I was a bit of a slave driver, because it's like, guys, come on, we got deadlines, let's do this, let's do that. I ain't, and Dave, you read it
All that.
perfectly,
I did.
but you did.
Cause I got
You
love for
really did.
y'all. I
But
really read that.
it's about, for me, it's about, not many people know this, but some, those of you that follow me from the beginning, y'all know my father was one of the main singers of the Cashmeres. Um I grew up in the studio. I grew up around music. I grew up around musicians. And my father was very, because he's from that era of professionalism, of, you know, no matter what you do in your walk and your talk on stage, just having a certain professional presence. That is just how I conduct my business, And some people might be taken aback by it, but it's all love for me. It's always love first. I do everything that I do is always out of love, and it's not to be harsh or hard, but I want to put my best foot forward. I want to always give the best of myself. When you hear my music, it's the best that I got to give you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that I had to keep these guys in line. Yeah, but there were times now they kept me in line. So we kind of kept each
Ooh,
other
I want to know that
with
one.
text analysis.
I want to know who put that on check. Yo, let me find out. Let me stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's another time. Shout out to everybody listening. SRG is in here. We talking about their new album, Love Letters. Of course, we got to figure out how they put it together, and they've been doing very lovely. Their ups and downs have gotten them. We got about 9 tracks. I would call that really, really successful. And probably you guys got some on stash. Things that you didn't want to put on there or anything like that.
Yeah, we do.
And
We do.
so now, how do we get you guys together to perform, or maybe do something else? Because I know this is one of many, promotional things y'all got going on. So how do you guys figure that part out?
Well, can I answer that
How
question?
many ones you gonna
Yep.
Yeah.
answer? See, you doing it again. No, let me stop.
Well, pre-COVID, I had some things lined up as far as shows and like a tour to promote Now or Never, my debut album, which is out everywhere, guys. Go and get it. If you haven't heard it yet, go and get it. Let me just shamelessly plug it. But so COVID came in and a lot of things just kind of got, thrown to the wayside. So when we all got together, a lot of opportunities were starting to come back up for me. And I'm like, well, guys, I want to include you guys because we're doing this music. And, if I'm going to hit the road, I want you guys to come with me. So we've talked about getting together and doing, shows together. And that stuff is just kind of like in the works right now. We definitely want to do it. It's definitely something that I definitely want to do. I know they do.
Yeah,
So it's
definitely.
just a matter of coming together and putting it together and making it happen, and it's gonna come to fruition very soon.
Yeah,
Smoke,
well,
Smokey,
Yeah.
you got a passport?
Hmm?
You got a passport?
Trying to get one right now.
Yeah.
You better get one, bro. Yeah, it's all love. I would definitely try to show up to one of your guys, things. I think most
You
of
better,
them.
because you're gonna have
You
front
better.
row free seats, free
yeah.
whatever.
If I
You're
ain't
not
got
paying
front
for
rows,
nothing.
I'm not paying for
You
nothing.
better
Don't
get
do
it your
that.
life. You won't be paying for anything. You'll be right in the front.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I know the deja vu. We're gonna go ahead and let people know about deja vu real quick again. This is one of the first ones, actually the first one you guys put together and sent it out. the deja vu, the whole story behind that, because deja vu is a lot to some people. They believe in, the rabbit hole people. They believe uh that's somebody fucking with time and then coming back, and then or something to be foreseen, or you've been in this situation before.
Right.
What was the concept behind deja vu? And Regina, please do not answer. Let me.
Tristan can answer that though, right?
Yeah, because he wrote it.
Yeah, so Tristan, you can answer that.
How do I answer this? So deja vu was pretty much just about like I don't know how to answer this. I just feel it really. Regina, can you answer that one?
Oh my God. Okay. So,
I'm sorry, I'm nervous. This is my
No,
first
because okay, so
Yeah, you
he
did.
wrote his verse. He wrote his verse for Deja Vu and sent it to me. And based off of what I heard him singing, I just kind of played off of playing off of what he was saying. And so I thought maybe what I said in my verse might be a little too much, like it might be a little too risque.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, how does this sound? Because it's just a little naughty. And they're like, no, that's perfect. It sounds great. We'll keep it, and then we'll play off of that and keep going. So that's just kind of how Deja Vu came out. I mean,
and that was my first time, because I was before that, and before getting reacquainted with Regina, and Tristan knows this, I was going and doing like karaoke every single week. But doing karaoke, you already know, at first I come in, I sound god awful. I'm like, But then people wanted to hear some of my music, and I would perform only my music. So that was like, okay, cool. So shout out to Nova. So then I started like looking at it, okay, because right now I'm working on. I don't know if Dave knows, but I have like literally 3 different monikers. I had Collington, I have Genuene, and I have Fan.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Right. So that was my first time really singing out, like, But I was playing off of what them two did. Like when they sent me the song, I literally was sitting in my apartment going, okay. And I actually had a crush on one of my neighbors. So it's kind of easy for me to black out and think about her. You've been running in my mind all day.
Oh, day.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? So it was easy for me to black out and just go to that. Oh yeah, you've been literally running through my mind all day.
This shit is love letters for real.
And I've been thinking about the love that we made.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, let's do it. Let's do it. SRG.
Y'all better sing.
Come on now.
SRG, Deja Vu on QSJ Radio.
Right now, I'm just waiting on your body to come home so I can just make love to you. Yeah, I hope you love me too. I know that you do. How I know it's real is deja vu.
Walk it like a target, and I'ma give it to you, baby, like you want it. Another topic, you wanna talk
It's
it.
like deja vu.
I'ma walk it like a target, and I'ma give it to you, baby, like you want it. Another topic, you wanna talk
It's
it.
deja vu.
I'ma walk it like a target, and I'ma give it to you, baby, like you want it. Another topic, you wanna talk
It's
it.
like deja vu.
I'ma walk it like a target, and I'ma give it to you, baby, like you want it. Another topic, you wanna talk it.
Oh boy, the way you're touching on my body has me feeling kinda nutty. Have me anywhere you want me. Wanna feel you deep inside me. It's this
topic, you wanna top it. Never walk it, with the talk it, never give it to you because you want it. Another topic, you wanna top it. Never walk it, with the talk it, never give it to you because you want it. Another topic, you wanna top it. Never walk it, with the talk it, never give it to you because you want it. Another topic, you wanna top it.
You've been running in my mind all day. And I've been dreaming about the love that we made. Oh, yeah, passion plus ecstasy. Got tricks up
In my sleeve.
Kiss you from head to toe. Satisfaction guaranteed. Give you that Denzel. Blue magic, that Plymouth Rock. Got a sharp glory when you on top. Now give me top.
It's deja vu.
Never walk it, never talk it, never give it to you because you want it. Another topic, you wanna
It's
top
like
it.
deja vu.
Never walk it, never talk it, never give it to you because you want it. Another topic, you wanna top it. Never walk it, never talk it, never give it to you because you want it. Another topic, you wanna top it. Never walk it, never talk it, never give it to you because you want it. Another topic, you wanna top it.
Let me tell ya. So now that I know, that some of these secrets of what these verses were about. Yo, this motherfucker said I had a crush on my neighbor. Oh my God. Yo, whoever that is, shout out to them. Yo. Oh, he know the picture. Yo, you stupid. He's stupid. He said the fake. But anyways, big shout out to everybody listening. We're talking to SRG. That's Regina Hicks. You guys know Genuene and Smokey Jamez. I don't want to make this a album listening party. This is available for streaming, guys. Go out there and definitely go and you know, if you got that Apple, hit it on your library, download it. You know what I mean? You guys got them subscriptions. It's okay. Show love. You know what I mean? Definitely want to do
Mad
that.
love.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Man,
Man.
love, bro.
So, you know, I haven't really talked about the whole individual things for people, but Regina, you are your own individual, of course. You deal with probably a little bit more now than you probably did ever. I don't know why is a problem or is a situation with people now, but you as an individual, when did you start, you know, this music career and when was it that you wanted to finally come out the light? Because seriously, I think around the beginning of pandemic, you was about to do some podcasting and a whole bunch of stuff, and then that shit didn't, you know, fall through or whatever. But when was your beginnings of your singing career?
Really all my life. Like I've been singing since I was little. I mean, I did, talent shows and I was in chorus, I was in band in middle school and high school. The stages, I've never been afraid to get on the stage. Um, Getting into the music business for me, I've always been, I mean, we have a train system down here in Marta. I'd be singing on the train and stuff. Um, I've always sung. I mean, people that know me, that live with me, I'm always around the house singing, and it's just me. It's just in me. It's just something that is innate, and it hasn't been easy. Being a trans woman, it has not been easy. The door has been slammed in my face a lot. You sound good. You can sing. Great. Why don't you let us ghost your voice, or maybe you'll do better overseas. And as things have progressed and people's minds have opened, and we've gotten into 2023, people are a little bit more reticent to and open to different people, different philosophies, different ways of being. And for me, a lot of people always ask me, well, why weren't you so divulgent about being a trans woman when I began putting music out? For me, it's that I wanted people to hear my music first and hear the talent, hear the vocals, hear the voice before delving into my personal business about, who I am, as far as, my lifestyle or whatever the case may be. Because I don't think I'm different than any other woman out here. Some people may disagree with that, but, I live my life like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So, um then having to come to terms with at some point having to divulge that information because as people as my music took hold and people wanted more interviews with me and wanted to sit down and write articles and stuff, it was like, okay, well, how can I deal with that? Because some people will like, oh, well, we didn't know that, we don't want to deal with her, whatever the
Yeah.
case may be.
Yeah.
And there was a point in time where I I really felt like I was going to stop doing music because I was dealing with the label, and I don't want to put too much of that, out there because I ain't trying to slander anybody. But they really tried to rake me over the coals and embarrass me. Claiming that they owned my music, and yeah, I signed contracts and I had never signed anything, and nobody owned anything because I write my own stuff. Um, so it was really like, do I really want to do this? And I'd really given up on doing music. And Tristan and Genuine were like a saving grace to me. They were like, no, don't stop. Come on, let's do this SRG album. Let's do this. You have something to say. Go ahead on and live your truth and shine your light because you're beautiful and your light is bright for all to see. And I really credit them for bringing me back to wanting to do music because it was one time when we were all on the call, and I broke down crying, like just listening to the record, and I was like, I didn't think I would do this again. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want to. I'm afraid to put myself back out there. I don't want to. People, the negativity, and they're like, no, just come on, sing your face off because you can sing a lot of these folks under the table. And I credit them and some of the people around me that have my back and support me, for keeping me lifted up in prayer and strength. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like you said, it was a lot going on, and it was a lot of back and forth and a lot of messy shit. And I don't like mess. I don't do it. I shy away from it. I retreat from it. But
Yeah.
um yeah, so I'm here now, and I feel more empowered. I'm ready to put out the second album.
Damn.
I'm ready to hit the stage and show
Let's
people what
go.
I can do because I can. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And it is what it is, and I'm just ready to turn it
With
wherever I go.
Yeah.
now,
Hold up, because I had a, it's been a long time since I've been wanting to ask Regina what the fuck took so long, but I know now. There was just a lot, and I
A
really
lot of
do.
politics behind it.
Yeah.
And when I first came out, at the time when I first came out, I was married, and I was dealing with, my ex husband and his team of people, and they just felt like it just didn't make any sense to put that out there, let people hear your music. And I kind of agree with that, but in a way, when people try to dim your light and they don't allow your light to shine, or they try to put you back in a box or in a closet, it you die a little bit inside. It kills something inside of you. And so, to anyone listening to me right now, no matter what you're going through, no matter who you are, never be afraid to shine your light. Be who you are, because our lives on this planet are too short, and the work to be done is too great to live in fear and be afraid of what people think about you, or how you live your life, or the way you walk, whoever, whatever. So if I can just impart that to somebody, I feel like I've accomplished my mission.
Mm,
So,
mm. Shout out to Regina Hicks. Yo.
Nice.
So, Mr. Smokey over there that is being shy. When was your start to this industry? And you know, I don't know. You in Canada, right?
Yeah, I started singing when I was 2 years old, actually, we had a bongo that was like right over at the end of the hallway. And I remember always banging on it and
Okay.
always wanting to go back and bang on it. And that was when I was like 2 years old. And then my grandmother bought me a little toy keyboard. So I decided, well, okay, I'm going to play on this little toy keyboard. I even have a video of when I was 2 years old
Wow.
playing on the little toy keyboard and going like this.
Oh,
And I
okay.
didn't even remember. I don't remember it to this day,
Yeah.
but still, it's just one of those things where it's like how Michael Jackson, when he was listening to the laundry machine, it was almost like one of those things where it was like I was playing with the toy keyboard, and I had no idea. Like my grandmother would always pick me up and dance with me to music and stuff like that, and that's, I guess, how I learned my rhythm. But then over the years, I started writing my music when I was 7. I started playing the piano when I was 9. I started playing the guitar when I was 15.
Damn.
I started playing the drums when I was 15.
Okay.
So, and then I started making music on my iPad. That's what I used
He's
to
a
create.
bad man. I tell everybody he's a bad
I
man.
I create all my music on my iPad only, and I've been doing that since grade 7. So
So
but
you got
singing all my life and doing like performances at school and stuff like that. I was always known as the musical kid at high school.
wow.
But no, I've been doing music like Regina said all my life. So
So
yeah.
being the musical kid, it means also that you are the emotional kid, right?
Yeah, very much so.
So
Still up to this day.
what was that? Because you kind of grew up with the internet where it was almost hard to like show your emotions. Now everybody is like, able to, or sometimes it feels like people are being emotionally fake. It really does suck because you want to care for everybody, but everybody pulls you down when they're suffering from something that has nothing to do with you. But being that emotional kid, how was that relationship wise? Because for real, like emotional people don't trust people.
That's exactly it.
It's hard. It's hard to trust people when you're an emotional person. It is.
It's really hard to. I still have troubles trusting people, and that's what kind of ended my last relationship a little bit because I couldn't trust her, and I wish I could have trusted her more. But it's hard for me to trust people, but I still at the same time I just kind of push myself to. How do I explain it? Really, musically, I trust people musically. Because have you ever seen the movie August Rush?
Yes.
Yes, that's kind of like how my life is. I always found always listen to people through music, and it's one of those things where I emotionally connect through music.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, that damn movie changed my life, and so did this motherfucker's vocals. Big shout out to everybody listening. So, Genuene.
Yeah.
I know you've been releasing tracks with people and doing a whole bunch of stuff, but when did you start and what kept you going? Because you and Be More, that's a whole different vibe over there.
Yeah. I started doing music later, like 17, 18.
Okay.
I come from a very broken home. So I would I started with gospel music. That was the basis behind most of my music. So I would go and listen to gospel. And then when I was around like 13-ish, maybe, I heard my first hip hop album ever. And I'm like, oh man, what is this? And And I was loving the fact that they was just unapologetically telling, their truths on a record. So I always knew I wanted to do music. But when I got older enough, I literally went and I brought my first little. I used to record with like the little cassette tapes.
Yeah.
Like I was making real mixtapes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would take the cassette tape and I would have the music playing in one room, and I would be in the other room recording, so it would blend all my vocals together.
That really reminds me too. Actually, when I was 7 years old, I was recording on cassette tapes as well.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I remember taking my step grandfather's cassettes and recording over top of ones that were already recorded on.
No.
And I remember he got so mad, but I remember like putting on beats or something like that, or finding beats, or even just like playing. I got a keyboard at the time, so I was playing on my keyboard as I was recording and singing on these cassette tapes that were already recorded, that were like 10, or I don't even know how much they were, but at the time, but like I remember just recording on top of cassette tapes that were already purchased.
So
yeah, I did the same thing. I did the same thing.
Yeah.
So for
But
Genuine, yeah, go ahead.
but I think that I think the shift for me was when I started doing music. I was the type of person where I was making up shit. Like I didn't care. I didn't care if I had to tell you about, the big houses and cars, but while I'm saying this though, it didn't make sense because I was in my mom's basement. You know what I'm saying? I had a whole
Studio
9 to 5
gangster.
job.
There you go. Studio gangster.
Dudes in my hood would listen to my music. Like he don't even have a car. Like what are you talking about? So the shift happened for me where one day here in my city, a known gangster in my hood pulled up like, yo, like, I should end you right now because you out here living a lie. Like, what are you doing? So he was like, yo, I know you. So he said, look, if you're gonna do music, be genuine about your music. And that was a shift.
And the rest is history.
Exactly.
The rest is history.
So that's where that came from. Ah.
Yeah. So
From a
that's what happened.
B-more gangster. Shout out to Wire. Shout out to everybody.
It's so funny. I actually literally live in one of the buildings where they shot the Wire at.
I know you have to. There's no other hoods. Well, there is a lot of hoods, but
So that was cool.
oh man, big shout out to everybody listening. History is here right now. SRG, Regina Hicks, Smokey Jamez, Genuine. They're talking about a bunch of things. What's gonna come up next? But before we do this, I need the audience to save these people because I'm done asking the serious questions. I'm done asking the serious question. It is time to embarrass some people. And how we're going to do this is we're going to go Regina, Smokey, Genuine, just like that. And then it's going to go in order, just like that. All right? But before we do that, I want to talk about this new single right here that I don't think I've heard it. Silent. What's up with that one?
Oh yeah, okay. So Silent was one of those that was one of the first records that I recorded. It was originally for the Collington project, which is still going to be on the Collington project, by the way. But that was my first time really wowing Tristan, because when Smokey James heard that, because he actually mixed it, and then he added the background vocals to it. So when he heard my vocals, he was like, oh, he was actually impressed by it. I was like, oh man, I'll be impressed by this. But the song itself was me, talking real crazy to a girl, like, you know what I'm saying? Forget all the silent stuff though, real, tonight is the night, we gonna, it's time to put that work in, you know what I'm saying? And I always wanted to do always wanted to do a nice slow jam. So the person I'm talking to right now, when she heard the song, she's like, "Oh yeah, you gotta come out here where I'm at. You gotta sing it to me live. So that shit hot, you know."
Damn.
So
Damn.
they work.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Uh-huh.
This is SRG with Silent on QSJRadio.com.
Hey girl, come here. You ready? I'm ready for you, girl. So that's silent.
We gon' be fucking all night long, all night long. Don't worry about the thing, girl, it's on, girl, it's on. You be acting like you scared of the D, but I know that you need that vitamin D, Parental discretion is advised. If you ready to dream, close your eyes. You may feel my tongue climbing up your thighs. I'm teaching your paradise tonight.
What's all that silent shit? Romance is on the plate. My heart was moved. You can beat it all the way. You got that fire, girl, and I'm gonna put it out. Get up in that kitty, go and scream and shout. Scream and shout.
On 12 o'clock. Ooh, you know her TikToks. And you know that your body won't stop. 1 o'clock, turn it over. You ready? 2 o'clock, you and me going hard, babe. 3 o'clock, and you know I'm beside in that baby. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and it's on. Coming together at 7 o'clock.
What's all that silent shit? Romance is on the plate. My heart was moved. You can beat it all the way. You got that fire, girl, and I'm gonna put it out. Get up in that kitty, go and scream and shout. Scream and shout.
Shout out to everybody listening. Woo, Silent. That was an individual. Oh, y'all slick. Y'all did this right. I'm gonna tell you how y'all did this right, cause you know y'all put in like your little own thing. Like, listen, just let y'all know I got an album coming out. I love it.
Exactly.
I love it. Big shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com. I need everybody who is in the chat to stop being silent if you want to save your friends. Okay? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask them individual questions that might embarrass them. So in order for you guys to have your friends not get embarrassed, or if you don't care, it's all good. You ask the questions, okay? That's what we're going to do, and this is called our fast round.
We have now started our fast round, where our guests are asked a few questions about themselves that they wouldn't expect us to ask. Don't worry, it's not like that.
Oh,
Hope you didn't
Lord.
think we were that underground.
Hey, stop, let me hold on.
I've been waiting forever to get Regina in this bitch. Now we got every fucking body in here. It's about to be a wrap. But, yes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be really, really nice. Oh, my God. Karen Biden already saving you. Oh, my God.
Hold on. Don't be nice. Ask. Look, I am a cards face up kind of girl. Ask me whatever you want to ask me, whatever you want to know, because this is what this is about. It's to get to know one another, for the fans, the listeners, to get to know us, to get to know me.
Mhm.
So Nothing is off limits. We're all grown here. So, get your life. Go and ask the question.
Okay, I got you. But let me play by these rules real quick. So Karen Bodden out of Wisconsin is asking Regina, what
Shout
is
out. Hold on. I gotta shout Karen out. I really do. Shout out Karen. Thank you so much for all the support that you've given me throughout the years. For real, for real. Much, much love to you.
Regina, what is your favorite color?
Pink.
We got Diggy Diamonds in the chat right now, so we got Diggy Diamonds in the chat. Who's next? Genuine, right? Genuine.
Yeah.
Okay, Genuine. Who is your favorite producer to work with from Diggy Diamond?
Smokey James.
Smokey James, copy that. Y'all didn't catch that. Y'all didn't catch that. Shout out to Diggy Diamond. What up, front
Shout
fam?
out to Diggy. He's one of my favorites too. Diggy.
Okay, we got the order going. So Smokey, what is your favorite activity?
Oh. Is he muted?
Smokey.
You muted.
You gotta be muted.
Whoopsie. I just thought, okay. Music. My favorite activity is music.
Music.
I love making music.
Regina,
every day, all day.
Who's your hero?
Oh, I have so many. Mariah Carey, Jackie Kennedy, and my father.
Genuine, what motivates you in life?
God.
I can't with these. These are so positive questions. I can't do this shit. Listen. All right, Smokey, what's your favorite music, book, or movie?
My favorite music, book, or movie? I said music already, so I'd have to say August Rush for a movie.
Yo, that movie right there. If you guys don't know what he's talking about, go watch August Rush. Okay.
Very good movie.
Let me tell you, I don't know if it's free for y'all subscribed people or just you gotta. If you guys are still bootlegging, support that. Robin Williams is in that.
Yeah.
All right, Regina, what makes you happy?
What makes me happy? A lot of things make me happy. It's such a broad question.
Yeah, I know, right?
A lot of things make me happy. Music, money,
That, yeah, okay. That's good. Who's next? Smokey, right?
No, me.
No, Jen. Dickie Diamond's asking you another question.
Oh, what?
Who is the most talented out of all of you?
Oh my gosh.
Yo, they were supposed to save you.
Yikes.
Fucking Diggy.
Yikes. What is going on?
You could pass that. You good.
I mean, you know what? I plead the fifth. That's all I'm gonna do that one. I plead the fifth.
Karen Bodden is asking Smokey, what mainstream cover song would you like to remix?
I've already done a few. Let's see here. One song I would like to remix would be. That's a hard one.
What about the one we're doing for the deluxe? The George Michael one.
Father Figure by George Michael.
Ooh. Send me that. Well, of course, I'm probably going to be on that list.
Because I've done In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins. I've done stuff like that. Like, I've done Sweet Child of Mine by
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses, yeah.
Lovely.
done.
Okay, so now I'm done with these really ordinary questions. Okay.
Okay.
So who's next?
Me.
I am. No, it's you. Yeah.
Yo, I want to know: is cereal soup? Why or why not?
What?
Cereal soup?
Is cereal soup? Why or why not?
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Um.
we about to get ugly.
No, it's not soup.
It's,
It's cold.
it's a,
Soup is supposed to be hot.
yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
It's
That's a why. Oh, my voice cracked there for a second.
Don't get sick. Don't get sick.
Yeah.
All right. What is the sexiest and least sexiest name you came across?
Name.
Name, yeah.
The sexiest Kal-El, because that's Superman's name.
Oof.
And the least sexiest, I don't know.
Bob.
Oh
No.
my goodness.
I guess Gertrude.
Gertrude, there you go.
Gertrude.
Yo. I got Edwina out of Chicago saying Regina should know these questions already. No.
Oh.
But
Wow. Okay.
what secret
Thank you, Regina, for the vote of confidence.
I love her. I love her. What is a secret conspiracy you would like to start?
A secret conspiracy?
Yeah, that's for anybody, by the way.
Oh,
I think one that I would like to solve. I don't know about starting, but I think I would like to start. I would like to know what happened to President Kennedy.
I would like to know if Michael Jackson's actually really dead. Mm.
He's alive.
He's alive.
I think he's alive.
I want to know. I want to know if Tupac is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be up late. I could tell.
But wait,
Yeah.
wait, hold up. But actually, that was a safe answer. Let me give my real answer.
Okay.
I want to know where are the aliens, and if the aliens are already here. That's what I want to know. For. See,
I would like to know. I would like to know when the Holy Spirit comes back.
Wouldn't we all? But he said he's coming like a thief in the night. So you gotta
listen.
We ain't gonna know that one.
Listen,
right?
That's some shit. That is a saying I say in this house. Cause when my kids don't want to work, I'll be like, "What, you waiting for Jesus? He ain't coming." Anyways, so what's invisible but you wish people could see?
My heart. Sometimes.
My brain.
Real love.
Okay, we sound like the Wizard of Oz here. If I only had a heart, if I only had a Wizard of Oz. Let me click my heels 3 times and go home.
Yeah.
I just realized that too. I was like, why we say
What the
like the Wizard of Oz all of a sudden?
Yeah.
I wish I had a heart.
I wish I had a heart. I wish I had a brain.
Yeah, motherfuckers are serious. What's the weirdest smell you ever smelled?
The what?
The weirdest smell you ever smelled?
Feet. I can't. It's just something about
somebody
feet.
who hasn't showered for days. Sometimes it can smell weird. Sorry, my bad. Anyways.
Yeah,
Damn,
feet. For me, it's feet. I just irks me.
Yeah.
I mean, a beautiful woman who smells god awful.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, we're gonna have to, nah.
That pH ain't right. It ain't
Yeah,
right.
Like, to me, if you smell like catfish and guppies, I'm sorry,
Oh my God.
No, ma'am.
I just want to give a few people shout outs in here. Shout out to Diggy in here. Charlene is in here. D is in here. They answering the questions with you. Somebody said soup is breakfast. That's not. I mean, soup is breakfast. Cereal's breakfast.
Soup is breakfast.
Oh, somebody clipped that. And chitlins. Chitlins is the worst.
Oh, no, not chitlins. No, ma'am. Mm-mm.
What is something
You
that's
want to run me away from a Thanksgiving gathering? Let me come in and smell some chitterlings. I'm going right back out the door.
Oh man.
Mhm.
Now I'm thinking of Thanksgiving. I'm thinking about that scary movie. The parody of the scary
Part two.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Here's a hand. Like, no.
Oh my gosh. My James.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
is something that everyone looks stupid doing?
Laughing.
No, we're
What?
laughing.
No,
Yeah.
I look stupid laughing.
Something that people look stupid doing.
Dancing.
Oh, that's the question. Okay.
Dancing.
You can't dance, right?
Mm.
That's what.
Well,
it
I guess people that can't dance, yeah, they would look
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, I
What do
agree with
people
that
look? What people look stupid doing is being cocky. Sometimes.
is. Yeah.
that part.
Or being racist. Yeah.
Mm.
That
Yeah.
part.
That part.
Thinking they're all that.
Or being
Yeah.
homophobic.
Mm.
Ooh, that part.
Oh, we having a lot
Gotta
of
love
that part.
everybody, y'all.
Y'all want to let this out? Go ahead. That part. Go ahead. That
Mm.
we yo, that's a segment right there. Okay. And what do you guys feel about pineapple on pizza?
Love
Yes.
Delicious.
it. Love it. Love it.
Oh,
One of
shit.
my pepperoni and pineapple, my favorite.
Skibbity dum, dub, 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 dub. Skibbity dub.
Shout out to Diggy
Yeah.
Diamond. He said people look stupid kissing.
What?
No.
I mean, they could.
People look stupid kissing? No. Well, I
They
mean,
No, it's a part of
well,
love.
if both of them, well, wait, well, hold on, wait a minute. Now, if both of them don't know how to kiss, then that's a whole catastrophe. But
I mean,
Yeah.
there is some dumbass kisses out there that they
There's
look-
some
there
slobbery
are
kids out there.
some
I
horrible.
mean, you could look like
Horrible.
Respucia and Norbit kissing. You know.
That's my favorite movie. I love Norbit.
Yes.
Shout out to my boy Cordero out of Oklahoma. He says pineapple goes on everything.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I'm here for that.
Spinach
Yes.
goes on everything. Stop playing. Spinach goes on everything.
I don't know about everything, but
I'm just saying.
Okay, spinach. Nope. What's a part of a kids movie that completely scared you?
a kid's movie?
Coraline.
Which one?
The Coraline. One of the last clips on Coraline where that mother becomes like a spider or something.
What?
Okay. For me, it was Goonies. That crazy looking guy, the crazy one. But then he ended up saving the day. But I used to be really scared of him when I was little.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine's is gonna be crazy, but mine was the Lion King. You know, Mafusa. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, why
Mufasa.
why you
Mufasa, not
gotta,
Medusa.
why you gotta kill? You know, why kill my man's like that? You know, so.
Are you talking about Scar? Because Scar was the one that killed
Scar,
Mufasa.
yes.
Scar,
Scar.
Yes.
Another one of my favorites.
And then you find out in life why.
Yeah.
You find out in life why. There's some real
That
scars out
movie
there.
had a very, it was a life lesson movie. Anybody that watched it, you learned some things about people.
Yeah.
If you guys had if animals could talk, which would be the rudest?
The rudest? A
Lions.
skunk.
Really?
Skunk.
A skunk.
True.
That's it. Rude right now.
A cat.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still bother me. Yeah.
Which
I
cat?
think I think a lion would be though, because it's the king of the jungle, so it would just be rude.
It'd be talking shit while it eats your ass up. So
Exactly.
Or a hyena.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, hyena. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or a vulture.
Somebody's gonna ask me these questions. I don't know how I'm gonna answer these. But who?
A vulture, yeah.
Do y'all eat cheese?
Oh, yes.
I love cheese.
Love cheese.
What is
My
it?
favorite is Swiss.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. What's the best type of cheese? Swiss? Okay.
Swiss.
Monster.
I like
Monster.
pepper jack.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's just me.
You just like mixing shit up. It's just that shit look like two colors. I like provolone.
Okay.
Why D came in here and said a fly would be the rudest.
A fly.
Flies are insects.
It probably would be.
It's
the rudest.
it's still a living thing. I'm gonna change
not
that.
a fly. A mosquito. A mosquito.
A mosquito, yes.
Yeah.
It'd be talking shit while it bites your ass.
The scariest one would be a daddy long legs. I'm not gonna lie. Those things are terrifying.
Yo, you know what? Charlene says something really special right now. I bet people will have a hard time believing that you guys never met in person, yet create all of these amazing songs together.
No, we haven't, but we have talked about. We plan on definitely doing something. We got to get Tristan his passport so he can come into the States, because
Yes, we're
once
gonna
he
get
does
that,
that,
brother, because you gotta come to the States.
yeah, because the
Absolutely.
flight is nothing. So
I'm not gonna lie to you. You may not want to leave the States. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that. I don't. What are you talking about?
You may not want to leave the States.
well, as far as like career wise,
Career wise, I ain't mean living here.
career wise.
Career wise, you don't want to live in the States.
Okay.
So that's a whole different story.
Shout out to the homie Reggie Bullock is in the building, long time listener and watcher. This is actually a fun fact question. What came first, the color orange or the fruit?
The fruit.
The fruit.
The fruit.
Because it was growing before people even
Knew the
planet.
color. I mean,
Exactly.
even knew the word orange.
My brother's in the building. What's up, Reggie? What's going on with you?
So
how do I see the comment section?
So you got to be on one of the platforms. I'm only utilizing Zoom to screenshot. So the real question, let me tell you. Okay. Orange, the color, the fruit came first, yes, but it was actually called something else.
I can believe that. Yeah.
Name. Okay, so let me see. Let me bring this up. I think it was called apple. I think it was called apple orange for a very long time.
It sure was.
Okay.
So
I'm today years old finding that out. That's new to me.
So shout out to today's years old. I should actually, anyways, listen, I'm gonna give you guys a little more, and then we're gonna get into one more break. What's the best inside joke that you ever been a part of?
Oh,
I know I've been a part of it.
Well, I can't say it because then it will be no longer an inside.
Mine's really inappropriate. Mine's my bowels.
Oh
my God.
Good evening. I am. You know what?
You know what?
Good evening.
Get your life.
This man said.
It's an inside joke, and it's a part of me.
Trey Britton says last night. Last night what? What happened last night? Trey said.
My God.
Never mind. Never mind.
Nope.
Oh man, that's hilarious. That good evening got me. When you guys gotta go, you gotta go, Charlene.
No, exactly. It's a part of human nature.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Big shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com. How many unsigned artists? Give everybody a round of applause for dealing with this. For dealing with these questions. Some nice, some rude.
I love them. You know what? I'm a little disappointed because I thought the questions were going to be like more, you know.
What you want me? I'm
came
not out
prepared.
here.
I'm like, oh, I know Dave is going to be asking me all kind of shit because he want to get all in the business. He done already said it every time we drop stuff. You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna ask about this, and I'm like, okay, come on and ask about it because come on.
I'm not, I'm not about that though. Like, come on, like. I think the only thing I ever said to somebody was like, listen, do you lick bottom titty? Like and they be looking at me like I'm crazy.
Wait, I didn't even catch. What was that?
What was that? All I heard was bottom tit.
I heard it.
I didn't hear it.
Yo, you see what I'm saying? Yo.
I heard that loud and clear.
It must have been meant for me to hear because I didn't hear it.
Shout out to bottom titty, man. I said, do you lick bottom titty? That's it. I'm
bottom
chilling.
Titty.
When the shirt's a little bit up, or the bra's a little bit up.
No, the whole
whole thing.
Yeah. What's the difference? Diggy's like, what's the difference? My bad, bro.
I'll let the men answer that one.
Nah. We ain't going there. We ain't going.
No.
Big shout out to everybody. That's why I don't ask spicy shit. You know what I mean? But I feel you though. I got one more break for you guys. SRGs. This is one of their last songs on the tape. Please go stream it. This is called "Don't Go" on QSJRadio.com.
Yes.
for that Love Letters album right now available for streaming. Please make sure you guys do that. Show your support for SRG. It
Yes,
really,
God.
yeah. Listen, that right there, for those who and I like to give my little own aspect because I know about this song, right? And I might not know too much, but what you guys don't realize is that in this song, from a perspective point, there is a group. Everybody's in this song, right? And
Which one?
don't go. No.
It's just me and Tristan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. But listen, we talking about, the perspective part. Everybody's in this song. That means that Smokey was in there, and while Regina was going in, he had her back, right? That was the thing. Like, there was no overshine. It's like, I got your back. I got you in the background. I got this. I got that. Blah blah. I got you. Go ahead. Go through it. I got you. I got you. And that was my perspective of that song. It might have never ever was, drawn out like that, but that was one of these situations where I was like, these people really care about each other, because and I know, I might be too emotional, whatever. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. But the thing is when we're talking about it's like, because I remember when Don't Go came out. I remember when you guys were just releasing this, and I remember there was just a bunch of things that nobody knew. So I was like, yo, that's so crazy. Like, they really out here, like, really having each other's back, and they don't even realize that they putting it on wax. They don't realize that they really doing that. And
Another song that our current single, well, the one that's getting ready to come out, the song "Difficult."
Yes.
That's definitely one where we were all very emotional. "Difficult" was the last record that we actually recorded. It was a last minute addition to the album. It was originally just going to be 8 songs. And because it was so much stuff going on, and then all of a sudden Tristan came with "Difficult," and when I heard "Difficult," and what he was saying in the song, for when I wrote my verse to it, it was just kind of like I was feeling some stuff, and felt like I had some things that I wanted to say on the record, and so I sang my part, and they both were blown away. They were both like, that is just the most emotional vocal that you've given, and what I was saying on the song. So I think "Difficult" would probably have to be the song. I think we all could agree was like the one where we just poured all of it into it.
Yeah,
now,
it was.
a lot of people are asking right now, is the song available for the streaming? It should be, right? Is it on
Yeah,
Spotify?
I think "Difficult" is track 4,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
It's track 4.
Now, before I let y'all go, I'm gonna ask in this order real quick. If you guys, Smokey, Genuine, then Regina. Okay, so you guys have had your own individual music careers. One of the greatest things that happen is that you become a veteran in it, and you have your own ups and downs, your own way that you view the industry, whether it be the commercial or the underground scene, whatever. But this is a grind, and you meet people. And you meet people who are very new, very novice. And then they look at you as someone who has got it all together. Individually, please let me know if you had to give an unsigned artist, somebody in a position that they're trying to get to, what advice would you give an unsigned artist as they move forward?
I would give them information, like, honestly, like, never give up, and to continue to push and push and push and work harder and harder and work more hours. Really build up your craft and never say never, because once you accomplish something, you can accomplish more, and you just got to work and work and work at it, and just believe in yourself and you can do it.
Yeah. For me, I would have to um say the same thing, keep going. Never let anyone discourage you because they try to do that.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
allow them to dim your light. Shine your light wherever you are. Stay persistent, stay consistent with your craft, with what you put out, what you give to the world. Um, and make sure that you do everything with and out of love. LOVE. Love is
VE.
very important, because if you don't do it out of love, um, people see that. You know what I'm saying? So, and if I can, I just want to shout out a few people while I am, while I've got the center of attention. I want to shout out a few artists. Bossy V, girl, keep doing your thing. I'm so proud of you. I see these videos. You're so beautiful. You inspire me. Um, Karen Bodden, thank you so much for all of your love, all of your support, for sticking up for me, standing in the gap for me. Tristan Yu, Genuine, Playboy D, who's another artist that we're working with, BPD, um, Dutch T. Clemson, Diggy Diamond, Trey Britton, and last but not least, definitely you, Dave. Thank you so much for giving artists like myself a platform to be heard, because genuine artists, all we want to do is be heard. And
Sorry.
we just thank you so much for that.
Oh, you guys are so welcome.
I didn't mean, that was my lips. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Well, I would say this right here. The advice I would give is definitely, keep going. What I noticed was, in rock music, there is no type of age limit. But here in hip hop and R&B, they put an age limit on what you can do. And I'm saying is, I'm 42, and I'm gonna keep going as long as I possibly can, because I have so much more to tell. And I say, if you have a story to tell, you have a life, tell your story, tell it. Never give up. Always go for what you want. Make sure that you have the mindset and the ability to bring whatever you want to fruition. It will happen. Have faith in God. Have faith in yourself. You know. Also, shout out to the whole Crusade record team, the Hicks record team. You feel me? Hicks music was good. Now, and shout out to New Dawn Publishing, Lene Michelle. Shout out to everybody over there. I love all you guys. I love Tristan. I love Regina. Dave, amazing. Johnny, right in the chat room. What's good? I have had the pleasure of working with so many people all across the globe. Never had to pay for not even one person to get on my track. You see what I'm saying? So for that being the case, shout out to every single person over the course of these years that I've been able to work with. And I'm telling you, we got much more in store, 100%. And I'm so happy that no matter whether it's an SRG project, whether it's an individual project, we will always bring our very best, because we love music. But most of all, we love the fans that's out there.
Yes.
We love the fans out there. So shout out to everybody out there. I'm just saying, keep pushing. I can tell you, keep pushing.
And can I just drop one more thing?
Of course, go ahead.
A shameless plug. Her Story, my sophomore album, will be out. It's coming out this summer. It's produced by Smokey, Jamez, and Genuine. So they're producing and working on my album. June 10th, I will be in Jacksonville, North Carolina, performing for Gay Pride. Shout out to Michael George Ross for who's putting that together. And that event will be streamed down in Lagos. I'm sure a lot of folks are aware that down there they've passed law, anti-LGBTQ laws. So we will definitely be turning it out for them to raise awareness. And I just want to thank all the fans, all the supporters, everyone for your kind words and your support. And much love to you. God bless.
God bless.
Yeah.
Big shouts to everybody listening. SRG, give him a hand of applause. Let them know that you love them. Let them know. Make sure you guys follow him on that Instagram, that Facebook, that TikTok, all that. Please, SRG.
Please go get our album. Get that album.
Yes, get that
Spotify,
album.
iTunes, Apple Music, go get it. It's everywhere. SoundCloud.
Get the album.
Use that shit on your story.
Get your life.
Use that shit on your story. I love y'all.
For real.
I'll talk to y'all as soon as possible. I thank you guys so much for taking the time to
Thank
call.
you for having us.
Thank you.
Make sure you guys drink some water. Make sure you guys have some cereal.
Cereal soup.
And make sure you lick a bottom titty. It's gonna be all right.
I get my bottom titty. How about that?
I wrote that.
I'll talk to y'all later.
Follow QSJ on all social media platforms for updates, content, and because I said so. Shout out to Rook Shadow. Shout out to Ron Weasley. Matter of fact, go follow Team Mad Love, the Mad Love Mix, where it's your song on our mix. Send your hits now. You are tuned into QSJ Radio, the home of the unsigned artist.
Big shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com. Exclusive interview just went down with SRG, Smokey, Jamez, Regina, Hicks, Genuene. They got that love letters out right now. Please make sure that you guys go ahead and download, follow, whatever it is, share it, tell them that you love them. You know what I mean? Everything like that. They've been working. They have been a part of so many ups and downs in this review industry, okay? Because I think people call it an industry now. They're showcased their songs first on Facebook Lives. Then it became something world known. So it's really, really crazy and powerful to see them grow. So shout out to them. Please, please, please go ahead. Give them a shout out. Show them some love. Everybody else over there on that Facebook page, thank you guys so much for holding it down and getting your questions in and things like that. Amazing. Thank you, D. Thank you, Trey, Charlene, Karen Bodden, Johnny coming in out of New Zealand. Everybody that was coming in. Ron Weasley was in the building. Shout out to Ron Weasley, bro. He really came in here, though. He came in. He did. My boy. Shout out to Vinyl. Shout out to Eddie. Shout out to everybody listening on that Twitch side. Thank you guys so much. And everybody who came in on that YouTube side, thank you so much. Shout out to Cordair coming in out of New Oklahoma. And Diggy Diamond, man. Diggy Diamond, I hope you're good. I hope you're healthy and doing well, fam. For real. And if you or anybody that you know wants to get themselves an interview on here on QSJ Radio, just hit us up, DM us. We will work something out, fill you into the calendar. And it doesn't really have to be about music. You could be talking about your small business, major business, or even something that you innovative. Maybe you have a book coming out and stuff like that. Get your stories out, man. This is what we're here for. Trust me, man. It's crazy out there. It is getting nuts out there. But I know that you guys are doing great things. So I just want to be part of it. Can I be part of it? Can you send me a bagel? Can I get a bagel? Talk about a bagel. I should go get a bagel. Anyways, I'm gonna end the stream over there on that it's on that Facebook side. So I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you guys so much